My name is Rhapsody. Welcome back down to the Gungeon. It is tonic mode. The rotation's gotten around to the Robert. Ooh, right, the D20. That's a thing we do, isn't it? That's a 14. That's a nothing right there. All right. Yes, no, I have been away for a while. I am saying this in the first returning episode of each and every individual series, but I've been on trips that I had backlog for, and then those trips exhausted my backlog, and I was violently ill thereafter. I will probably at some point go into relative detail about that, but good lord, that was the worst 40 hours of my life. The illness didn't just immediately end after 40 hours, it's just 40 hours of it were particularly alarming. But of course, I'm back on my BS. It's time to go. Hopefully I haven't lost the muscle memory for this game. I know that when I went back to playing Slay the Spire after not having used a computer for a couple weeks, I couldn't really play the game, and that's a game that doesn't really require much mouse accuracy at all. It's just my sensitivity always felt wrong, despite the fact that it was exactly the same sensitivity I always have my mouse set at. I was just ill-equipped to get through games. Alright. It's far more important in ETG, and thankfully, it looks like my muscle memory seems to be relatively well holding up. That's an out-of-order sentence right there, by which I mean that sentence doesn't work. Holding up relatively well, should I say. Okay. Alrighty then. Hell yeah, good floor so far. Everything's pretty damn straightforward. We've had 2 chain gunners, no gun nuts. So we're very much hoping for a couple more gun nuts on this floor because we're already at 42. So a couple gun nuts and we could get some serious kind of cash going on this floor. Ow. Alright, just trying to settle back into the game. I mean, this might not be exactly the right character nor circumstance to be trying to settle back into the game, but trial by fire. Let's go in the deep end first. I never really understood any of the idioms or cliches that tend to involve the deep end, because I was relatively tall from when I was kind of young. Like, I've been 6'4" for a fair while, so I never really was scared of any deep end, ever. Also, typically as Australians, we're taught very, very early on how to swim. It's kind of extremely important for us. I mean, it's the only way we're going to be able to escape this goddamn island. Right, well, here's the gun that I was hoping for. Didn't really get the respawn that I wanted. So, that's a completion of the floor. Okay. Do I risk it? Do I risk it? Do I risk it? Or do I go and try and pick something up first? Let's let's check each of them for mimicry. Okay, no mimicry. I'll destroy this one because there's no way I'm opening it. Thank you for the junk. 5% additive damage bonus to us because we are playing the Robert. And yeah, I think I'm doing it here as well. I have no reason yet to get Crown of Guns. So we will be fighting the boss with the kind of naked weaponry. This sucks. Alright, all of that was bad, and now we are flanked. just a really bad position for me to be in. Okay, just a little bit more on that top target. Come on. And solved it. Damn it! What? Oh, that sucks so much. This is the part that's supposed to be easy. So mad. Ugh. Really wanted the master around there. Got a couple different locations that I definitely want to check for secret room possibilities. South of this is actually not really much one of them. Okay. Left of here. Damn it. All right, we'll check that at the very end. There's no room for it to be south. I'd be amazed if it were. It's not. And it could be on any adjacency here pretty easily. In fact, north seems likely. Trying to hit it on an angle so that I can... Hey, it's not even checking it correctly. There we go. That should have checked it. So if it was there, we would have found it. Okay. Unfortunate secret room there. So I go down to Oubliette to just try and get some more loot. Yeah, I think so. We just didn't miss out on that master round. We'd have 2 extra ammo, and we'd have a little bit of armor, and we'd have a little bit of banked money as well. I'm never going to turn down either of those. Now I'm going to kick that. Oh, that could scarcely have worked better. I liked it a lot. All right. And we're good. Okay, so a lot of that room was panic completed, but at the very least, the panic centers of my dodging part of the brain seem to be working. Which is nice. Almost got caught on the edge of something there, which could have resulted in some serious damage, but thankfully the panic roll worked. Okay, at the very least, I've got the plan pane for the worst offenders in the upcoming rooms. Rooms like this don't count. On. Hoopulon. Okay. Pretty much just in time, but we did get it. Thank you, grenades, for basically handling that entire room. The sniper rifle's quite good. Blue tier, so it should be relatively cheap this floor as well. Thinking like a 62 or something like that, 63. Yeah. I fire like that because I don't really want to get in their range at all if I can avoid it. Very unlikely to end up opening that, so I want to destroy it early so that I can get the junk for the extra 5% damage. So we've got a 10% damage up already, just courtesy of the junk. It's also worth noting that all damage ups, up to a point, obviously, make all further damage ups more powerful. And that's because they make it more likely that you are going to hit a better breakpoint. See, if you kill an enemy in 3 shots and increase your damage by 50%, you're definitely going to be killing them with fewer shots. But if you increase your damage by 10%, you could still be taking that same 3 shots to kill them. So it's not making a functional difference. Getting closer to those breakpoints is what really ramps up the usability of a weapon when you increase its damage. Yep. Ah! What? I hate this room so much. That one lead round hit us twice and then made me dodge off the map in panic response, trying to get away from... Damn it! What the hell? All right, the Pupulon that I had already killed had a bullet that looped around back to get me. I'm fearing... So... My name is Rhapsody, welcome back down to the Gungeon. Now, I'm going to say this at the start of every single series. I did that joke recently, didn't I? On 1 ammo, basically, it would have taken a nigh-on miracle to save that run. And the further we get into that run, the less likely it is that I can restart it. So, I figure it's probably better to cut my losses a little bit early there and start afresh and new. Let's consider that the de-rusting run. Only fair that it happened with the Robert. Hey. Also, it's worth noting that we were getting garboged. 2 brown chests and a blue chest? What am I, relevant punchline? I don't know about that. Another blue? They're both blue. I'll probably open, because then at least I'm guaranteed, in addition to my almost certainly bad blue gun, a almost certainly reasonable blue pactive. Well-handled room right there. Ooh, entry from the side. I'm feeling like that's almost certainly a Gatling gun fight. But I can't prove it, so I don't want to play around my my feeling or instinct there. Damn it, I just have to let the rat have that one. Hey, show me the rainbow chest. Look, if Gungeon's ever going to welcome me back, it's got to be now with the good old rainbow. Ooh. All right. Yep, that's good. That's going to be our boss killer for the first couple floors now, at least. That does mean the other one's blue pactive as well, which almost certainly means I open it. There's 2 pieces of armor, and armor is like the most important thing. I hate that that still doesn't give you armor. It gave me a little bit of money. It gave me, looks like 7. So, consider me underwhelmed. Okay, it is the Bullet King. Never mind, I'm bad. But the only one it certainly wasn't was going to be the Bullet King. Hey, don't you dare. Hey, what the hell was that? You cut me off with your body. I don't like how any of that went down. I should have just killed this guy super early on. I was trying not to kill him through the entire combat. I don't know why. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Prices are double. Yeah, I'm not going to be buying anything anyway. Okay, left and up from here. Probably just left. That doesn't really indicate the north. Okay, is there anything else that looks like it would have a secret room adjacency? I mean, here, probably. Blank and a key. At the very least, we got the key. That's nice. Got a key at the end of that floor also. The problem with the mass shotgun in tonic mode is the enemies move so quickly that I wonder how often you're just going to have them completely avoid the shot. I don't want it at all, but I'm going to try it. Melted rock. Corpses explode. Generate as many corpses as we can in a room and then make them explode. Right, at the very least, we've completed the hunt. So much for accomplishing nothing. Feeling like it's a definite good thing that I went out and got the 2 pieces of armor last floor. Okay, so the corpses of some enemies explode and some don't. Lead Maiden didn't have a corpse there that exploded, unfortunately. Maybe, I guess, just technically not all enemies leave a corpse, but then... Okay, so it looks like it's just bullet-related things, and not even then bullet sharks, so... I don't know. I don't know about melted rock. I think it might be one of those filler items. I mean, a regular shotgun. Hell yeah. Definitely looking for the AK-47, heavy boots, things like that. Try and get an iron stance, regular shotgun. Regular synergy, that'd be cool. What the? Okay, so I used melted rock. And apparently the corpse of an enemy that I killed when it was here was here. And as a result, it pushed me upwards into the little alcove at the top so I couldn't dodge away from the enemies. I think I need to just cut my losses and remove melted rock from my inventory because it's not helping us right now. Zombie bullets, I don't believe has a synergy with anything we're currently holding. Also, I don't know if zombie bullets has any particularly strong synergies at all. It just seems like it's... Didn't even know that there was still an enemy to the north there. Seems like its synergies are mostly about getting more ammo. I don't really need. Ring of Chest Vampirism, entirely useless for us. That also means that this is this is a blue gun chest rather than a pactive chest, so I don't want to open it. It didn't give us junk when we destroyed it. We get a lot of really not good things going on right now. At the very least, we finally got one good usage out of the melted rock. Penetrative shots are really good here. Good lord, it takes a lot of my effort to take out a single enemy there. Extreme speed on the ammo conda. See, this is what I'm worried about, right? Robot in tonic mode, for me, is basically a death sentence in a couple floors. So I have to get really out of control or get better at tonic. Can't imagine that being away for as long as I have has helped. Corpse Explosion does nothing in this room. Corpse Explosion. Not Corpse Explosion. Not a Slay the Spire. Melted Rock does nothing in this room. Honeycomb, something that benefits us when we get hit. Definitely not good for this character. Useless, 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 these pactives so far. We've got one good gun and one medium gun. Our luck seems to be turning. And not in a good way. Oh, already found the secret room, of course. You have nothing I really care about. Let's bounce. We're holding 2 keys still. Definitely well aware of that. I'm gonna need them eventually. I don't want to use them super liberally in situations where they aren't that likely to give me something that's gonna benefit the run. And the reason for that is I'm gonna have to spend most of my money on armor over the course of this run. So I don't really have the opportunity to waste a bunch of keys on chests that probably aren't gonna help us. Plus, junk is really good, and I'm actually a little saddened that we're not getting that much out of it. Okay. Finally. Very important to try and remove these from the field as soon as possible. They're the most likely thing to hit me in here. Hell yeah, these recent clears are going quite well. It's just the boss fights in particular that aren't. Oh god, I did not think it could possibly explode at us from that distance. I have learned a new thing today. I really wish I didn't have to learn that thing today, but I have learned that thing today. Couldn't have learned it on an easier character. Thank you for the extra key. cash. All right, let's see if we've got a friendly little brick here selling out any of theirs. Obviously, Magic Suite is insane. I would love to get it. In challenge mode? Depends what you give me in this challenge mode as to whether or not I can complete it. Explosive Pyre and Thermal Clips. Yeah, as long as I don't get to the end of any of my clips there, it's not really going to affect us. There's something for you. Little Bomber, refuse to lose. All right, we have the ability to open secret rooms just with this. So I don't even have to use a blank. It's really nice. Is that jammed by itself or jammed by an external force? It looks like it's jammed by an external force, but I can't see where they are. Oh, hello. Excellent. Keep reloading, keep reloading. The fact that the battery bullets give us such a ridiculous accuracy up is why, well, weapon spread down. But that's why the regular shotgun is so overperforming for us right now. See how it doesn't really have a spread? Not really. That's courtesy of the battery bullets. Looking out for us, though. Yeah, I left that room too early. I hate that items can spawn with such a delay that oftentimes I end up, at the very least, leaving a room without having taken everything. Right. Get the little bomber out so we can check the secret room. It's not the secret room I'm looking for. I mean, it's not going to hurt, though. Gungeon Pepper. Pretty garbage. Realistic 9mm. Less garbage. Gungeon Pepper just does damage to enemies that are incredibly close to us. If any enemies get incredibly close to us, then we're probably going to take damage ourselves at this point, especially because it's tonic mode. Hegemony Rifle, not bad. Very good, in fact. Elder Blank Frost Amulet and Chaos Amulet. Magic Suite is 126. Okay, so we'll probably end up with the money to buy the Magic Suite after this boss fight. We ultimately just have to decide what we're going to want to use there. Oh! God, that's terrifying! Has Tonic Mode gotten faster? Or have I just never fought the Mind Flayer in Tonic Mode? I love that last floor in this, I've gotten the worst boss that I possibly could have fought outside of, obviously, you know. You know. The boss that shall not be named. At the very least, we got a good arena to fight you in. Because this could have been a lot worse. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep my distance, which means I should probably change gun. Did we only take one hit in that entire combat? Oh, that's a Rubidyne. Okay, we need to get Rubidyne 2.0. I would very much appreciate if we could get Rubidyne 2.0 so that I can knock one of the things off of the list. Okay, Magic Suite. I'm just gonna have to take. Free stats. It's usually an HP up, but it's also a speed up, a damage up, a shot speed up. I think it might be an accuracy up. It's got a lot of different things going in there. All right, it's probably about time to swap to the hedge mini rifle. Hello, Holo. Damn, you can only operate on things that have hearts? Oh, right, of course, I don't have to check for secret rooms, of course. Okay, Gungeon Pepper by itself is not enough to kill these before they get to me. So I can't just get complacent. Okay. Another good reason to be using the hedge mini rifle here is it is going to be way, way better for 9mm. If I use, say, like single shot per clip guns, like the mass shotgun, then the cost of firing a 9mm round is actually really, it's a lot. Because that's my whole clip. Whereas with this, I've still got other things that I can fire so that I can control the room myself as well while the 9mm round goes around and does its own thing. I did not expect that I was going to have a jammed enemy here. What? I also didn't expect that you would still be alive. Nanomachines means that we get 2 points of armor on pickup, as well as 1 point of armor every 4 times we take damage. It's probably the best defensive item that exists. No. Probably the best health item that exists for the robot. Alrighty then. Yay, we got another key. It's time to start opening literally every chest, regardless of quality. As much as I want the extra damage up, I am going to need to go through here. That wasn't difficult, I just psyched myself out. I'm probably going to come back for that armor as soon as I possibly can. We also do need a little bit more accuracy up before the hegemony is completely trustworthy. As you can see, there's a lot of shots here that probably ought to hit that haven't. I haven't got my increased speed, so something's still light in here. There we go. See what I mean? Extremely accurate. Fire an enemy directly in front of me and I'll be able to hit it. Or able to miss it. Rather. Oh, gosh. All right, we're starting to effectively thin down this field. Look how frenetic this room is, though. Okay, and probably Rubidine next. No drop. All right, then, mini-boss. Okay. Huh? No. You're not gonna hit me with any of those, bud. If I manage to get out of this one scot-free, I am going to be extremely proud of myself. I hate this boss. Ah, no, never mind. Just immediately rolled into... I actually suspect that we're probably very close, so... Bad timing. I may actually just start skipping some rooms. So, for instance, I know that room to the north is, unless it drops something at the very end, isn't going to be particularly valuable for us. So I'll save the ammunition that it might cost me to clear that floor, that room rather, and also save the ammunition that it might cost me to, the health it might cost me to complete the room. That's another accuracy up. That's something I was definitely looking for. Specifically for the sake of the hegemony rifle. Right. Magnum. I mean, yeah, it'll be helpful, but I don't know if it's going to save us. And we are definitely at the point of the game where we have to consider, okay, well, what can save us? Alright, that sized boss arena, and we're on the Hollow, so we're not going to be fighting the Warmonger. Other options include High Priest. You only enter the High Priest arena from the south, so that means it is the final option, which I am definitely going to remember in just a moment, and I'm definitely not stalling for time here so that I can do that, but of course it is the... No, I've totally blanked. I hate that an object on top of the table completely blanked my shot there. Just ouch. Oh, of course. Yeah, these are non-enemies, basically, which is why I guess I tend not to consider them. The goal here is just going to be try and get as many 9mm rounds out as I possibly can as soon as I possibly can. That's just the entire game plan. No, I didn't believe that was actually going to hit me, by the way. I figured I wanted to save my dodge roll so that I was more protected against later attacks. The fact that we have had exactly 0 master rounds so far is not encouraging. What's the opposite of that? Encouraging? It's that. Okay, get life master rounds. Sorry. 9mm rounds. Now, at the very least, we're in the easy phase. And Melted Corpse, of course, does nothing here, or rather Melted Rock. I took Melted Rock so that I could kind of reevaluate how I feel about it, and here's my reevaluation. Melted Rock is bad. It's not good. Alright, we kind of need to make a Hail Mary pass, so I'm thinking that I might throw 2 pretty good things in here. No. There's no pair of 2 things that I am okay with throwing away. We need a good master round. We need a good secret room next floor. I really don't see what saves us at this point. I hate that I couldn't actually even roll past there. I had to get past as soon as I possibly could because, of course, I had the other enemy on the other side. And that's a pretty clear visualization of the problem with 9mm bullets. I shot a shot that was going to kill that Conjurer, but it was a 9mm bullet and it decided to do its own thing instead. Now, 9mm bullets typically does enough damage that it's still worth it despite that. But it's important to try and, choose your weapons correctly so that you don't get too large a downside. Okay. Stay here. I knew that I ducked out too early as soon as I started moving, but I was kind of pot committed at that point. The enemy to the south I just straight up didn't see. I mean, none of those can save me. What? That's not Rubidine. Prototype railgun has a synergy with something I'm holding? What? Oh! Okay, so production model, I believe, will just turn this effectively into a bouncing version of itself, which is the prototype railgun's benefit. Sorry, the actual railgun's benefit, I think. Okay. Here we've got Pitchfork, as well as Heart of Ice. That's actually really good. A little bit of coolness, at least. Well, we did get a really good secret room there, and that's exactly what I said that I needed. But I don't know if that's going to be enough. We've got a very good boss weapon out of it, I'll tell you that much. How was I hit there? Maybe things are just going too fast and I didn't see what it was. Whatever happened, extremely close to dead right now. And I'm kind of terrified. Why are you using the Pupilon's attack? The absolute worst thing it could have done to me there is use the Pupilon's attack, and it was doing it as soon as I came into the room. There's so much damage up available in this run. Damage up, accuracy up, etc. It's just... And there's so much health available. If I was playing at the top of my game and wasn't, just newly back to it, this would be a very good robot run for me. However, I'm not at the top of my game and I am newly back to it, so instead, I'm kind of making a mockery of a run that I really ought to win. Don't feel great about it, but it happens to everyone from time to time. You don't gotta be a discus champion to know how to throw. I'm not used to the bullet speeds right now. I've somehow, even though I haven't played Gungeon in non-tonic mode, I've reverted to feeling like tonic mode, like the base game, rather than reverting to tonic mode. Now, I guess I have more muscle memory with the base game, so that's probably a large component of it right there. It sucks to lose with all of those great items, though. Well, great items? Scope, Magic Suite, Nanomachines, Mass Shotgun, and the Prototype Railgun. In addition to that, the possibility of having picked up the +1 bullets. That all would have been pretty excellent. But the rest of that is, we've got a lot of health ups on a character that can't use them. Just saying. For the moment, also no junk at all. For the moment, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Enter the Gungeon. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we will see you next time with a much more relaxed class.